No doubt about it, man. So you guys have been working together for quite some time. But the one question we actually wanted to ask you guys is, how long have you guys been working together, and how did the FU concept basically come to life?
You want to take this one?
So I,
Think about it.
I first was introduced to Fresh in '97. Bought Fresh House Flavor Volume 1 in '98. It was '98, yeah?
Yeah, 98.
In '98, and unofficially he's been a mentor of mine since then. I met him in the year 2000, 2004. We played at the same club basically, being residents. He was obviously like the headliner, and I was like
Of course.
DJ. And officially, like, that's around where we met. I think FU, we probably started it long before we actually even thought about it, but in 2009 is when we like solidified things and said, yo, let's just do this thing. And yeah, to date, we're still like at it.
And you guys have been very powerful, especially very effective when it comes to the crowd, both locally and internationally. But then how was the journey, been moving along from local, especially going to international platforms, especially working together?
I'll tell you right now that, a lot of the time people hype up, international gigging.
Yeah,
but
they do.
It's not easy. Because you're literally leaving a pond where you're a big fish and jumping into a massive pond where you have to grow from scratch again more often than not.
I can only imagine.
So it's not an easy battle, it's not an easy journey, but it's not a journey you should be afraid to take either.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a constant. You need to keep pushing. You need to keep having people know that I exist. This is what I do. This is the value that I'm adding. I mean, just last night I got 3 booking inquiries for Ibiza, Spain.
Wow!
But they want me there in 2 weeks.
That's actually insane.
But that means I'm off radio for a week. So it's. And I think you're gonna be there next week. You're there on a boat next week.
I am.
On the 3rd, I think you're on a boat.
Really? Like, where you at, man?
I'm on the same boat 2 weeks later. I mean, you must keep up with yourself.
He knows your schedule. Like, is that the FU thing?
Like honestly, like I live life. Like I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'll find out. Like So yeah, if I'm on a boat, then yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is, man. I know our very own DJ Zero over here. He's been actually trying to get that phone call saying Ibiza's hollering at you. Come through and slay.
But that phone call won't come unless you're actively doing something about it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting him know. At least he's here to hear that.
Yeah. In fact, I mean, I had Trevor Noah on my breakfast show the other day.
No doubt.
And I insisted that he tell people the story about what he put into his own career, because it's mainly his friends or people close to him that know that Trevor Noah would get a plane ticket, go to London, and then say to promoters, I'm in town, if you need me, I'm ready to do a set quickly. He'd fly to London, he'd fly to New York, he'd fly to Canada, and do the same thing. And it's when you keep doing that and people understand the value you add, that you're available, that you're willing to make it happen with or without them, that they're not taking you seriously. So a lot of the time, we don't even take a chance on ourselves.
That is real.
And someone says, come play for me in London, and you're like, will you cover my flights? Half of them don't even know you.
Yeah.
So pay for your own flight and
Cover
show them
yourself.
what you can do.
It's hard work.
Cover
Man.
yourself.
It's hard work.
And it, and it's work like that happens behind the scenes that we never get to hear about, that people put into what they do. So people think Trevor Noah got a nice check from CLC. All of that money was put back into his career so that he could travel the world and show people what he's made of.
And he's actually doing quite well. I wouldn't even lie, one of actually South Africa's icons. I don't know exactly how to describe. Maybe my words.
When you tripped and not fall, you did quite well. Trevor's not doing quite well.
So,
Trevor's doing very well.
Oh, extraordinarily well. Can I use that word? Is that okay?
Because I think like a lot of people see the nice parts, and I think also we do everyone an injustice by only showing the nice parts of what we do. But listen, it's not all fun and games, man.
That is true.
It's a lot of hard work, and I think a lot of kids that see what we get up to think, okay, I just need to make as much money as. I mean, like I remember asking someone, so in your DJ career, at what point will you say you've made it? And the guy's answer was, when I'm gigging 10 times a week like you.
Really?
It's like, it's not what it's about.
It's a different story when it comes to somebody else.
It's not what it's about.
Yeah.
It's not about what car I drive, what clothes I wear. It's about the output of work and like how I'm delivering on the work that matters most.
I can totally
Says
believe
the
that.
guy who caused commotion as you drove on campus with his car. But anyway.
I can only imagine. I'm surprised you didn't come with an entourage to this window. There's no entourage on this window. What happened? Did you like just like divert?
Work hard, play hard.
I can believe that, man. And just the last one real quickly before we quickly dip out is, are there any struggles when it comes to the spotlight or, being in that whole center of attention moment when you guys are actually gigging together? Because I'm sure that is something you guys might have experienced, especially the first time you guys were actually playing together.
For me, the biggest challenge when you are successful at whatever is staying down to earth. It's so easy to get lost in yourself, lost in your own hype. Start believing that the sun shines out your ass. And I think you owe it to yourself to calm the huff down.
Just.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bring it down.
Yes, you're good at what you do, but flip, your career is a marathon.
True that.
And the people you treat like crap now because you think you're some superstar are the guys that want to decide that actually screw this guy. Let's go support someone else. And for me, that's always been my biggest challenge. I've been on radio 25 years now.
And still going strong.
And I take pride in the fact that I refuse to get caught up in my own hype. I'm not going to do that. I'm doing a job. It's a job.
True.
I mean, you noticed when we walked in here, it was, yo, what's up? It's Temba and Tato. It's no
Plain and simple, exactly.
Because if you get caught up in your own hype, that's like actually when the downfall starts. And Tato's working on this thing called DJ Fresh and Temba's working on this thing called Euphonik, and we know when to switch into euphonic mode and out of euphonic mode, so I think it's very important, especially because if you don't understand the entertainment game, it will show you who you are, so rather be the guy that understands what industry you're in, and
And there's one thing I can actually take from it is that we also tell ourselves the same thing when it comes to this industry as well. It's something that can actually really eat you up. There's no such thing as good critiques that are going to be coming your way, good job, high five, and all that kind of stuff. The bad ones are the ones that actually keep you on your toes. The ones that actually really tell you that, okay, you're actually slipping up a little bit here, pick your game up.
And that's another thing that's important. You need to surround yourself with friends that will tell you that
they need to be real with you,
And I tell my friends that all the time. That if I'm slipping and you don't tell me I'm slipping, you're no friend of mine. What kind of friend are you that's going to just cheer me on even when I'm messing up?
You know what I'm saying?
So you need people like that in your life.
Yeah.
If all you have around you are yes men, then you're with the wrong company.
Straight up. You see, Marshall, I've been telling you, man, stop flipping up. The pink thing you got going on, that's wrong, bro.
I can't with you today, hey?
I had to have you.
So is he pinky and you're the brain?
Apparently. I've been told, actually. We're still hanging out here, man. I just lost my mode. Well done, Fresh. We're still out here doing the best in the midday madness, man. The Ego Trip, your boy KamoGee, and of course, we're hanging out with our brothers, DJ Fresh, and of course, Euphonik right here with your boy Marshall, Mr. Right Size. Do the right thing, hit us up. Hashtag the Ego Trip, Alternative at UJFM if you guys have any other questions. And don't be shy, man. They don't bite, actually. I've just finally learned that first.
Unless you ask nicely.
Unless you ask nicely. Wow.
And
Fresh.
you're a yellow boy.
Man, the black doesn't come off on your teeth.
Apparently. Okay, let's not get shady right now. That's the one. DJ Fresh, and of course, Euphonik are Euphonik. And I know, man, that whole hype regarding the whole Tologo situation, man, you guys, you brought up an overnight sensation, which everybody's just been wondering, how does he do it? And Fresh, I'm sure you were also there just to back him up, saying, yes, that's what it's about. How do you do it? That's how we're doing it, right? If you represent...
It's actually not that deep.
Really? No, trust me, the nation is taking it differently. The nation is taking it hella differently.
You know what, I can understand where you're coming from, but, because Euphonik was in it, he's in the forest.
Of course.
So some of the trees are too close, whereas you guys are looking at the entire forest, including him in that forest. So you're seeing everything for what it is. But I think, he struck while the iron was hot, and I think we can all learn a lesson from that.
No
that
doubt,
sometimes
no
don't
doubt.
hesitate. Half of our things not done because we're hesitating or we're not sure, should I, shouldn't I? Sometimes jump in.
I can actually totally agree with that because I've been telling Marshall, he's been motivating me as well.
Yes.
As to every single time we get that opportunity, why not slay?
Yes.
Jump in. Do what you got to do.
And also it boils down to what, the cliche that your network is your net worth. And, the more people you have that can make things happen now.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is that you're into, the more people that you've networked with, those are the people that want to make things happen for you. They'll
I
open
believe
doors
so.
that you didn't even know existed because you bothered to network. Keep in touch, stay in touch.
And the thing is, your guys' journey as well, I've seen with the circles you guys keep around you. I mean, you've worked with Kent, and you guys have built a hell of a platform as well. That bridge you guys built as well for even the young guys, when it came to you guys, for the DJs, especially when it came to the Soul Candy records you guys laid down. That one actually created a platform for especially the young guys. Like Zero right here, and we also have our even resident DJs who actually are trying to make it as well.
Yeah, man. I'm just fortunate that we've had the right mentors.
You're welcome.
He's not even gonna try actually. Look at the hand. Look at the hand.
No, I'm not on the front, but I'm not going to stand up and say I made him either.
True.
Because there's this attitude in our industry of saying we made people. You made nobody. You might have given someone an opportunity or said to someone, go try that door, because I know that door works.
Makes sense.
But, we need
Makes
to get
sense.
over ourselves and stop thinking we make people.
Yeah.
I believe so.
But I mean, like for me, like something that's like very important, and I pride myself in it, is that like in anything that I do, I try and make sure that the road that I've walked is a better road for the next person to walk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like leave the industry a better place. Whatever it is that you do, doesn't matter what you do, like leave the industry a better place. I mean, like we have these discussions with our other DJ friends all the time, that if we are negotiating deals that are going to not be of a high standard, what are we saying for the generation that comes before us? So for instance, if we know that like playing a gig at Ultra is worth X, you know what I'm saying? Like make sure that you negotiate yourself at the level that like when the next person comes and says, this is what I want to do, I don't want to get involved here, that they're not saying, yeah, but Fresh and Euphonik were here, and
So they did it for 5 hours.
and they left them standard so low.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? So we just make sure that the industry is a better place. I mean, like, and that just goes to like how we were raised.
Yeah.
Like look at the studio. Like you want to leave it clean for the next radio show. You want to leave it so that like the next radio show doesn't have to hassle when they want to do their show. Just leave whatever it is that you're doing a better place.
True,
Yeah.
man. So what we actually do here. I'm sorry.
I need to take care of this pet peeve of mine. Now that he's mentioned it. It's like a toilet. Leave it the way you'd like to find it. Thank you.
Just a heads up. It's like he's giving a heads up to anybody out there. If you guys are wondering, it's a heads up. So we do right here on the Ego Trip as well. We actually give our guests a crash course regarding a 60-second short round of questions.
Okay.
So of course, you guys don't even have to think about it. So Marshall is gonna ask Euphonik, and I'm gonna take the big dog on. I've always wanted to take the big dog on. I don't know why.
Okay, so
but
how
now I'm starting to
many
get scared.
questions?
It's 60 seconds. Like 60. Like, it's gonna be like how many questions? Like what? 30 questions? Give or take.
Yeah.
Or just a lot
Yeah.
of questions. We'll see how
Okay.
many we can cover in the 60 seconds.
All right.
So are you ready, Fresh? Should I go first, Marshall?
I think you should go first.
Of course.
Alright,
I'm taking on the
alright.
big dog. Are you ready, big dog?
I'm always ready,
Don't
dog.
think about it. Don't think
Alright.
about it. All right. Is the timer ready?
It's
He's
about
like,
to be.
you better be ready. You gotta get ready, man.
Jeez, you just don't have a budget for a timer too.
We make sure.
I need to work here.
We
dog.
make sure. We make sure.
The timer is ready.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who's your favorite villain?
My favorite villain has to be Tlapili Tapole from a Sepedi series called Hakinye Koshepela.
Thank you.
No, man, Mampudi from Mampudi. SABC 2, 1983, I think.
What was the last album you purchased?
Last album I purchased was Mikasa.
What was the last DVD you purchased?
I haven't purchased a DVD in probably 15 years, I don't remember.
What's the most unusual name you've come across?
Come across in what sense?
Let's move on to the next one. Do you prefer to wash in the morning or in evenings?
Both. You must take a bath in the morning and then you must wash off all the bed lag at night before you sleep.
Ever danced in the rain?
I have danced in the rain, I've run through the rain naked, it was a day, and I'll do it again tomorrow.
Do you like long or short hair?
My hair changes all the time. Like I cut my hair because I heard you guys do radio for TV. So
Have you ever sworn at an authority figure?
I swear a lot, but not on the radio. So yes, I probably have.
Okay, Fresh.
Is that it?
Those are, unfortunately, 60 seconds doesn't allow for more.
Jeez, okay.
You kind of took your time.
Askies.
It's okay. So, are you ready for Euphonik? Are you ready to take on? Are you ready to take him on? All right. I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
What was the last thing you recorded off TV?
An interview that I did on one of the SABC shows the other night.
What was the last thing you dressed up for?
I don't dress up for nothing, eh?
Trust me, he doesn't.
Do you prefer green or red grapes?
Red grapes.
What do you like on your toast?
Evo and salt.
Do
Nasty.
you prefer liquid soap or bar of soap?
Liquid soap.
How do you have your eggs?
Scrambled.
What's your favorite saying?
What's my-
No one cares.
Do you love or hate Twitter?
I love Twitter, man.
What's your most expensive piece of clothing?
Probably my watch.
What's the last thing you took a pic of?
CLIT, Baba. Send CLIT.
Yeah, I took a photo of that.
Stop.
What's your,
I was a little scared. I was gonna see a deep pic. I was like, whoa, you, not yeah.
I thought you were going to ask me to spell something or grammatically write something.
Yeah, I feel like we're all kind of suffering in that department, right?
Some of us
Oh
more
my
than
gosh,
others.
you know what it is. Euphonik and DJ Fresh out here in the Midday Madness, the Ego Trip, man. Let's get right back into the music. And of course, after that, we're talking everything oh shit. The event is going to be happening, of course, coming through December this year. You know, it's all enough. It was good stuff. You know,
Nicole, what's special for 100 days more? Tell me what you want to see on the show tomorrow. What you want to hear on the radio. We'll make it happen. Thanks for listening, man. I know you listen every single day. Thanks, Nicole.
all right, let's go again. Stand by. It is UJFM 95.4, your boy KamoGee, Mr. Ida Mukale, as well as my partner in crime, Mr. Marshall Mukale, Mr. Right Size, and Mr. King Shade, or Master Shade, as he likes to refer to himself every now and then.
yeah, it depends on which day it is.
And on the First Trap Thursday,
First
as we
Trap.
call it, Friday Eve, and of course throwbacks, especially with the gems we're putting out here. It's called Fresh and Euphonik Songs, and of course this one right here, man. If you gotta love it, man. Kyla, like this song right here is actually one of those ones you'd actually hear at a chill spot. You know, so and people expect you to actually hear it at like those massive raves that you guys actually end up handling. And like, why didn't they play Kyla? Busy out here tweeting hashtag this, at this person. And I don't know, like how do you guys even take those kind of comments when people like try to slander you guys?
You know what? I think there's always a fine line between taking criticism personally and listening to the content of the criticism. Because oftentimes we're so quick to want to either play victim or to want to claim we have haters.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a knee-jerk reaction. And sometimes if you shh and listen or read, there might be something there that might help build you or might help improve what you're doing.
That's true.
But we love haters. It's almost feverish how we love having haters.
Yeah, man.
That is
That
true.
we forget to look in the mirror. That maybe you're being told something you need to hear.
Yeah.
So don't be quick to think people hate what you're doing. Sometimes the criticism is warranted. Sometimes it's valid. And if it's not, then ignore it. Move along.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
From my point of view, I don't stop at every dog that barks at me on my way to where I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, we've already seen already how everybody just keeps coming back at you after you decide to
They
post
try.
one thing. They try. But really, they hit a wall, like Fresh, you were saying, he hit a lot of walls when he was still starting off. So, like, it's pretty much a similar situation for him now, except it's via the tweets. So, of course, we actually want to touch base regarding the O Ship event that you guys are having.
Yes.
And everybody's actually, they're psyched and actually looking forward towards it. I know I am, and that's why I'm still wondering how I'm going to get to that ship at the same time. You know, hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Save about
You know, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, I'm just saying.
Does the campus radio pay? I thought you guys are getting paid here.
Yeah, well, that's something we cannot disclose just yet, you know.
Or do they just give you free costs, you know?
Free costs, yeah, they're gonna go free costs,
exactly.
you know, something along those lines. So, of course, regarding the event, man, how did you guys come up with the concept, oh shit, because you guys had this, like, play on words you guys like having, regarding you guys' name as well.
Yes.
And how long has it been running for?
So we've been doing events on and off. We did events in Miami. We used to do Vakamata, Johannesburg, every first Saturday of every month.
Yeah.
And then one day we were like, you know, guys are always doing cruises, but on a boat nyana. 100 people. If I give this 101 people, it might sink. And then we figured, why don't we get a ship? Get 2,500 people on a ship, spend 3 days of non-stop partying, and all expenses paid except your drinks. And why don't we do that? And again, it's about think and do it. Don't think and then. That's what we did. We jumped in the first couple. In fact, the first 3 years we lost money.
Wow.
We bled. We bled.
I think a lot of people get caught up in the whole, they think, and then they get lost in how they're going to do it.
Yeah, man. Just do it. Just wake up and just try, you know? And if you hit a brick wall, then, hey, on to the next
Fresh,
thing.
yeah.
And, you know, so it was a great idea. We saw how, in the long run, it could be something that could make money. But also, more than that, it's just a standout property that, like, not everyone gets to party for 3 days on a cruise ship. You know what I'm saying? We decided we're going to do it, and we did it. And we'll carry on doing it until either one of us... Wait, is it either...
Yeah,
both of us can't make it, or either one of us can't make it.
As long as one of us is alive, it will carry on.
There's a fine line there. I saw what you did there.
No, I was confused because I know he'll leave me behind.
It's called a prenup. For instance, even with just partnerships, you know, we think partnerships are just about marriage. Even in business,
of course,
you need to be clear what your roles are. You need to be clear what your goals are. You need to be clear that we're on the same boat. Pardon the pun.
Of course,
and you know, whether it's in business or in marriage, if one of us is pulling our weight and the other one is not, then there's no relationship. We're wasting each other's time, or one of us is wasting time. So I think, you know, when getting into partnerships, you need to look at things like that. Can we get along beyond friendship? Can we make a business work together?
And I'm glad you guys have been upholding your vows to each other in this marriage, this bond.
Do you know, and I think with us, it's very simple, man. There's no complications. We don't have a document between the two of us that says, like, in the event that whatever happens, it's just mutual respect and mutual understanding that, like, hey, man, I don't want to let you down, and he doesn't want to let me down. And we've got a goal. We both know what we need to do for that goal, and we just work hard at it, you know. And it's great because we both want to see the same thing succeed. You know, otherwise, if it wasn't for that, like, I'd be doing mining deals and he'd be doing other things that, like, make him money. It's not about the money. It's about, I'm passionate about this. I enjoy doing this. I love doing this. Like, let's find a way to make money out of it. I think that's where a lot of people, like, get it wrong.
And with regards to your guys' success, you've had a lot of people, like, want to obviously join in and actually be part of the movement. So with regards to that, who are the partners basically joining you guys regarding the event?
So, I mean, like, for this one that's coming on from the 1st to the 4th of December, we've got Captain Morgan that's coming on, and also, like, it's a partner that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's got the
Captain
fun,
Morgan,
you know,
it makes sense for them to jump on the boat with us. And also just, they've got the same outlooks. They want to see the boat succeed the same way we want to see the boat succeed. If not, like, we wouldn't be crafting with them. And that's how we pick who we partner up with.
That's actually quite dope, man. Because I saw you guys also have this captain thing. There's this theme you guys are going with.
Yeah.
I don't know, is there a first mate or, you know, I don't know, some of the guys who actually work below deck as well. How are you guys working with that, with the whole theme?
You know what? I mean, we are the captains, obviously ceremonial.
Of course,
like any ship, there is a captain. I mean, it's 13 stories of ship.
Oh my goodness! Don't tell
so it's a massive. I mean, it's literally almost like a little country on water. You know, or a little town on water. I mean, there's shops, like mini mall on the ship. There's theaters. You can watch movies. You can gamble. There's bingo if you're over 80, and you're not welcome on our ship if you're over 80. And if you end up on the ship, you can even play bingo. But there's so much to do for everyone that half the people leave the ship not even realizing that they've only done half of what's available on the ship.
That's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, at any given time, there's, like, at least two parties happening. Yeah, man, it's just so much that, like, I actually even haven't done half the stuff that happens on that boat.
And it's our cruise, and this is like our 6th one.
You know,
sixth one.
2,500 people, and you hardly see the same faces.
That makes sense. It does make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what goes on that boat.
In regards to the vibe as well, I mean, you guys mentioned 72 hours of just straight up partying. I mean, it's obviously different every single year.
Sure.
So what is a different vibe that people can get this year as compared to the previous ones?
One thing I'm looking forward to is a live concert with Lady Zama.
Oh,
we told them that
okay.
we want you on the ship, but we don't want a backing track. Bring a band and let's do a whole concert. Because there's a whole big auditorium where we also do the comedy. Or like on a Sunday night, we wrap up with comedy before the final party, which happens until about 4 in the morning. At 7, we dock in Durban. and we try and wake up. So, for instance, was it Waras last year? 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, Waras wakes up and he calls us. We're at the airport. Waras is like, guys, I just woke up in my cabin. Where's everyone?
Are
We're
you
like,
serious?
dog, you're the only one on the boat. I mean, that's how crazy the ship gets. That just people party hard, they let their hair down. You know, you have groups of guys on a guy's weekend away. You know, groups of girls on a girl's weekend away.
Yeah.
You have groups of wives on a girl's trip away.
You know,
so it's an opportunity to, hook up with
Wives,
your friends,
the wives
with your
is the one
friends, and
sentence,
just go away for a weekend.
We've had people get married on the boats.
Yes.
People get engaged.
Engaged in the boat. I actually was thinking that as well. I mean, think about it, man. 13 stories of a boat.
It's too much, actually. You know what I'm saying? For what happens in 72 hours, there's too much. And yeah, man, like I think the best way to describe the boat, it's like sex. Unless you've had it.
Not go in, man.
I'm just not.
Who is this guy?
I'm just saying, it keeps flirting.
No, it's like unless you've had it, you
Yeah.
can't describe it to anyone. You can't tell them what it feels like. You can't tell them, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Perfect
you have to be
example right
on the
there,
boat
man.
to experience it yourself. Then you'll know what being on O ship is like.
You guys better start saving, guys. I'm not joking anymore. You just heard the description.
And also, like, it's value for money. Like, let's not kid. Like, for instance, like, you're on a cruise ship, first of all. It's 13 stories. There's shopping centers. There's a lot going on.
There's too much to
The
have.
only thing that you pay for, in addition to your cabin, is the alcohol that you drink. Food is sorted 24/7. You don't have to pay to get into any of the clubs. You don't have to pay for any of the entertainment. Like, everything else besides your drinks are sorted.
That is actually just too nice for words, man. And of course, the lineup as well that you guys have is pretty sick. And what is it looking like this year, in case people don't know?
Obviously, myself and Euphonik, your captains, with Lady Zamar. She'll be live in concert with a live band. Milkshake, DJ Capital, the coolest DJ on the planet. I love you, Cap. Yeah, Cap was the coolest guy on the planet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. We've got the Kings of the Weekend, spectacular DJ Naves. We've got DJ Phil, Ryan the DJ, Dino Bravo, DJ Lloyd, Kid Funk, and PH. Tando Tabete is on the boat as one of the MCs. Miss Cosmo is there. Rob Forbes is there. And then, of course, like Izinja.
Oh, those are I gotta love it, man. So are there any other ways people can actually get these tickets? Because as we mentioned before, you saying it was actually value for money. It's actually worth it.
Yeah.
People actually invest in it. But any other ways?
Just go to oship.co.za.
And you'll find all the details
And
there.
follow us on Twitter, oshipsa, across all social platforms.
And look at it this way. I mean, for instance, if there's 4 of you sharing a cabin, you're paying probably, 5,000-6,000 rand each. But it's 3 nights.
And think about
All
it, like,
your
it's a whole bunch
food is
better.
covered. All your food is covered. The entertainment is covered. You just need to bring a bit of money for drinks. And you're not going to get any better value than that anywhere else. Trust me.
I spent 2K in just the one night and really felt like that was it.
Cheers,
Reiki.
Cheers.
So look at Jay.
Renounce our throne. We'll give you easy.
Oh, no, really? You're going to give me that? I'm already the king of the ring. Okay, I got that. It's fine. So with regards to, of course, further details, I'm sure they can find on the website. Just a young reminder again, what is the website again?
It's oship.co.za. The boat leaves Durban on the 1st of December. We go to Mozambique, to the Portuguese island, and we land back in Durban on the 4th of December.
On the Monday morning.
Gotta love it.
So
man.
remember, you need to take Monday off. Chancellor, you need to take Friday off.
Friday off as well.
So, but listen, it's even if you do it once in your lifetime, put it on your bucket list because this is one thing that should be on everyone's bucket list. Everyone. Yes.
I love it, man. And of course, I got a young shout out at Kevin for Euphonik earlier on. Actually, it was even yesterday. I know, like somewhere, she actually was asking if she can please dance the Somgama to your Tologuti song. Is he to have a
Hey man, listen, Tologuti ngoma yabantu. Do your thing. Do what you gotta do, man.
So shout out to you, Loani. You heard it there. He heard it from the horse's mouth. He just told you exactly how to get it. Go holler at them and not Eufonza. But yeah, big up to that, man.
Yeah, man.
No doubt, man. Gentlemen, thank you so much for actually coming through and joining us as well today. I don't know if you guys have any other gigs that are coming up that you want to let people know of?
Geez, I mean, we're playing at the Luries this coming weekend. I mean, is it R55 or something in Midrand at the weekend? Go to our websites, djfresh.dj, euphonik.dj, and all the details are there. I've got a brand new app. You can get it at the App Store. There's a lot of nice content there. that you won't see anywhere else. You won't see it on
Of course.
YouTube, you won't see it on social media, but it's on the app.
Exclusive.
Get the app.
Exclusive.
Papa. Exclusive. Papa. So yeah, and thanks to everyone for supporting our careers the way they have.
Yeah, man.
We don't take it lightly that people go out of their way to support us, and that's why we take time with everyone that would like time, obviously within reason.
True,
So yeah, thanks for the support, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
at
so
some
much.
point we must write a book. What do you think?
What are you going to call the book this
So
time?
who's gonna edit it?
I think that you think that I think that somebody else must.
I think you're dumb, and you are. Wrong side. Who are you?
No, man.
I can't take this guy anyway.
Like part of being in this industry is also being able to laugh at yourself, man. So yeah, do it.
Guys, life is more fun when you can laugh at yourself and keep it moving. We spend
That's
too
the
much
only
time
way.
feeling sad for ourselves, feeling sorry for... Guys, come on. We're all going to leave this thing dead. All of us. Now, when you die, are you dying thinking, Ish, I didn't laugh enough?
That's the
Or
one question.
are you
know?
dying thinking, I don't want to die, I want to laugh some more?
Are you gonna remember the day you died, though?
Me? There'll be a statue, Papa.
You know what? There's actually one question we actually even asked along the lines of the show where it was like, would you rather be famous, like while you're alive, and then be forgotten after you're dead? Or would you rather be just a normal person while you're alive and be remembered after you're dead? Be famous after you're dead?
Okay, so you're asking current fame versus legacy.
Basically.
For me, legacy is
Yeah,
everything.
legacy
is the one.
Legacy is everything, bro. I mean, part of the reasons why I do what I do in terms of putting people on, you know, trying to help people with their careers is, for me, that's what legacy is. You know, when you're
get that,
dead,
yeah.
how much of your work lives on, even when you're dead? For me, that's very important. So I'd rather be nobody and be somebody at death.
I feel like me and Marshall's answers were actually very, very whack as compared to what you guys are.
What are your answers? What are your answers?
Ask him first.
Pinky, what was your answer?
I was like, you know what? Do what you have to do on earth. If you're famous, you're famous.
Yeah.
That's it. You get me?
No. But
Wow.
Do you know what? I think every single person that's like left a legacy and died and been very like. I mean, I was reading earlier today that Elvis was almost broke when he was broke when he passed away.
But it's broke because he was eating all that food.
But today,
Damn, Elvis.
like his estate makes $30 million annually. And that's not something that you could have planned. So just do what you want to do to the best of your abilities. Help where you can help. Just be an overall nice person. Don't be a douche. And things will happen afterwards. You know, because you can't plan for the legacy that you're going to leave. But you can
totally
say
agree with
today
you,
that
man.
you're not that when you die, people must be like, that was a nice guy.
Yeah, how much impact did you make?
Like you said, like the current fame and the whole legacy factor after that, man. Just be that kind of person. Have that kind
You
of
can be like
person.
Pinky, like just live your life.
Like Pinky has established himself right now.
Now I'm officially pink. I'm officially pink.
He's got that red jacket on. It doesn't make any sense anymore, man.
That red jacket is not red. It's glowing from his skin. It's a silver jacket, ladies and gentlemen.
No. The big dog is back me up. Shutting it down right here. The midday madness, the ego trip, baby. The big dog, DJ Fresh, and of course, Euphonik out here in studio. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming through and joining us today. It's been a complete honor, man.
Yeah,
you,
man.
guys.
Even you guys, you've got a big responsibility, and I think you guys come on radio every day and you don't realize that somewhere, somehow, you could be changing one person's life.
We actually realize that because we're having it as a studio now.
So
Same
you need
thing.
to make sure that, like, every single time that you're on air, that, like, I've heard you guys throw the word slay around. I don't know what slaying means, but if it means doing your job to the best of your ability and making sure that you're inspiring at least one other person, then slay on. If it means something else, I can't be involved.
You know, I just like that. I feel touched. I got chest pains right now. Is that another word I can't use? Chest pains?
Why aren't you allowed to use the word chest pains?
I'm just saying. I'm just asking. It's like, Slayer, I don't know what that word is, but then now you give me chest pains, man. How could you? I thought we were chilled now.
I think we should play a game. Who's dumber than who? Hello, dog gents. I will leave the studio and leave you guys do this.
Oh man, like I said, thank you guys for coming through. And of course, man, as you guys heard the details regarding the event from the first.